The most anticipated earnings releases for the week of January 8, 2024, presented by earningswhispers. 20 years ago, we generally considered earnings season to start when Alcoa reported results, which was typically around the 8th or the 9th of January, but as the company lost importance, the focus turned to Intel as the first important company to report results for the quarter. However, in 2017, Intel started pushing the fourth quarter earnings release to the last week of January, leaving the large banks up first, which had gradually moved up their own announcements following the 2008 financial crisis. This makes JPMorgan's earnings announcement on Friday as the official start of earnings season. On Monday, we will still just have November quarter results, and there are only 4 companies scheduled. Helen of Troy is at the top of traders' watch list for the day, and investors are mostly bearish the stock. On a relative basis, however, sentiment has improved significantly from the extreme bearishness seen back in April before the company reported results. Expectations are also low for commercial metals, but while Nucor pre-announced results below estimates, 2 other peers, Steel Dynamics and US Steel, have pre-announced positive results since commercial metals closed its books in November. While earnings season begins on Friday, the busiest day of the week for earnings releases is Tuesday, with most of the attention on Tilray. Short interest has gradually been building in the stock over the past several years and currently sits at an all-time high going into the company's earnings release. Similarly, sentiment is back down to its June level when the stock bottomed. There are only 2 analysts covering Aehr Test Systems, so there isn't a lot of whispering, but it is a growth story that has a lot of interest among traders, and the results could give a read-through into the semiconductors this earnings season. There are only 2 companies reporting on Wednesday, and both come after the close. KB Home has pushed above $55 on results from its peers recently, and those trends are expected to continue. A retest of $55 after earnings would give you another chance at the breakout. Richardson Electronics is the other company scheduled to report. There are still just a few earnings releases on Thursday, with the focus on Infosys. Something more than a penny beat or miss from the company would be the surprise, which implies selling volatility ahead of earnings, but the trade is likely on a move above 18. Concrete Pumping Holdings is the only company reporting after the close on Thursday. With some exceptions, the stock has traded around $8 for the past 3 years. There isn't much evidence that it is going to deviate away from this level anytime soon. The day you are looking forward to is Friday, which of course has JPMorgan at the top of your list to watch. The stock has been moving higher in a straight line since late October as it revisits its 2021 highs. That straight line isn't going to continue forever, but earnings estimates have been moving higher throughout the year, and that 2021 high is a level that is likely to either become future support or hold as resistance. Friday might be the day we learn which. Delta Airlines is second on the list, and while the overall trends have been positive, the key will be the read-through for the other airlines to report in the coming weeks. Volatility is elevated going into earnings this week, and, while Tilray stands out, Accolade is second on the list. That's understandable considering the stock has more than doubled off the lows in October, but the stock is still well below where it was ahead of earnings back in April, and earnings bottomed 18 months ago, along with a year of upside surprises. Investors have turned bullish, but many analysts aren't buying into the move despite the continued strengthening earnings, and that makes weakness following another positive earnings announcement as a likely buying opportunity. Shh.